Hello, welcome to my little explainer of this super strategic to-do list. Side joke, it's super simple. The reason I made this is because I was writing this sketch every day on the freaking Amazon Basics pads. That's the story behind this. So I decided to get it made on Fiverr. So what I did, how to use this, and like what I did is like I like to prioritize from 1 to 3 the level of priority each task has. If I go from left to right, if you go on the top here, the North Star, it simply means what is the main goal? What is the goal that you have that is like 90 days away, 1 year away? What is the main thing that you need to repeat yourself every day if you're working towards that? I find it useful to write the deadline as well. So going back down here, you have the priority. I usually write the priorities after I've written the task down. You'll get why. So what I'll do first is I'll write my task. So within the work section, I have work, creative, learn, and other. Work section, I want to have 3 things I want to accomplish on every day on average, right? So I will write, let's say, thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, and then I will write the time that I think it's going to take me. And then I circle around the priority, which is like 1 would be the most important thing, 3 would be the least. So I know at all time, at the quick glance, which is what are my ones that I need to focus on today, that I need to get done today, and what are the 3s. Then what I do when I start to do something, I will circle each Pomodoro. 1 Pomodoro is the concept of like you work for 25 minutes. I have my little timer here. You work for 25 minutes, you take 5-minute breaks. So I just like to know how realistic my work has been compared to the time that I've budgeted for. So sometimes I will write, let's say, I think it's going to take me 1 hour to do this thing. Turns out it takes me 2 hours for 4 Pomodoros. It's just good to know, and over time you get better at managing managing your time and structuring your day around that. You might ask, why only 3? Why only 3? Why 2? Why other as much as possible? It's as simple as like I like to have a little bit of everything that I need to do each day in each sphere of doing, if I should say. So you would have work, 3 main things. Creative, I like to either have some side projects I'm working on, like this to-do list is an example of that. So I would have like design the to-do list, send sketch to Fiverr or a designer, or etc. And I like to learn a bit every day, so it doesn't have to be a lot. So I just will say read chapter 3 of X books, right? X book. And then the other is like, often during the day you will have moments where you're like, I just need to scribble some note down, right? So you will write some notes, and at the end of the day you'll figure out like, okay, is this a priority? Did I have time to just do it quickly within like 2 minutes, or scrap it altogether and keep it for the next day? Another thing that I like and I find useful is I like to know how many glasses of water I drink in a day, because oftentimes when I'm in front of the computer and I don't think about drinking water, I just don't drink enough, right? So this is 9 glass of 400 millimeter each. This is the average that a normal male should drink each day. It's around 3 point-ish liter of water a day. Just below that, I will circle the mood at the start of the day and the mood at the end. Usually, if the mood is great at the start and bad at the end, it's because I didn't do shit. And if the mood is great is not good at the beginning, but I get to make it better by the end, that means I've accomplished a few things. Side note, a little thing that I find interesting with this Pomodoro theme/to-do list that I print every day is that you get a little sense of satisfaction when you circle the Pomodoros. It basically says like, oh, you did some work, you did some things that you wanted to do today. It kind of confirms it in your head. I don't know if it's psychological, but like for me personally, it works super well. So that's the list. You can write the day if you want. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to find a printing company to make notepads, literally, so I can replace my Amazon Basics thing. I don't know if you can see if you're watching. So I want something like that I can just take a sheet. Oh, you're seeing a highlight of my course. Take a sheet. The day's over, writing for the next day. So that's what I'm going for. It's just a tool. You can do whatever you want with it. Personally, I find it super useful and super visual to see what I need to be done. This is useful especially for people that have work things to do, creative things, and they want to learn a bit every day and do whatsoever with the rest of their time. I hope you find this useful. I tried to make this as short as possible. I'll see you guys on another product.